So a little bit about the company. These guys are out of Long Island. They've been around since 2019, and their names are Vinny and Anthony.
Wrong. Johnny.
Johnny and Vinny. Excuse me. As soon as I hear Vinny, I go Jersey Shore. So what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Saturday. We are back with another review for you. Today, we are talking about Beard Brothers. We've heard a lot of buzz about this company for a while. So happy they reached out. So we're able to give them a try. And then, of course, record this review for you. So a little bit about the company. They are out of Long Island. They've been around since 2019. And they are two gentlemen named Vinny and Johnny.
Yeah. Yep. And of course, my name is Joe. That is Kyle over there. And if you have not done so, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're not missing any of that future content. Of course, we love when you guys leave a comment. Let's get the conversation flowing. If you've checked out this company before, let us know what you think, and let's see if your feelings match our feelings. But before we do that, check out this intro, and we will be right back.
All right. Welcome back from the intro, everyone. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. So some house cleaning really quick. We have 8 different scents for you. So the goal is to not make this a 30-minute video for you, but still nine different scents. Excuse me. That's right. But again, we don't want to make this a 30-minute video for you, but we want to be thorough as always. So let's go ahead and dive right into the price and presentation. So Beard Brothers they provide 1 ounce oils. They provide 1 ounce butters and balms. They keep it pretty simple. The oils are about $12 and the butters and balms are about $13. Now, we were looking online to buy the butters individually. We didn't see the prices. We might have missed it, but we did see the combo. So again, we're saying those butter prices are about $13. As far as the price goes, that's definitely below the market average, which you gotta love. No issues there. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, prices aren't bad. I think exactly $12.95 for the oil, $12 for the balm, and then I think roughly about $12 for the butter. We also do have a special discount code. This is not an affiliate, but one that they wanted to throw out for this video, which is going to be Beard Talk 15, and we'll make sure that we announce that at the end of the video again. So yeah, let's dive right into it. Kyle, let's show off the presentation on that.
Yeah. So this is the first thing that really stuck out to me. I know these are newer labels. I don't know how new, but on the shelf, these things just look awesome. I mean, you have the clear, smoky glass bottle with the black and white label there. You can see the logo, black dropper top. And this is the water and oil resistant label, which you got to appreciate. Just feels really well built. Give you guys a really good look at the label there.
Yeah. And these are like brand new. I know when we were talking to Johnny and Vinny, they said that they were waiting to send these products out because they were waiting for these new labels. So they are brand spanking new. And I believe they did make the switch over to frosted bottle as well. So a new look. And I love it. It's simple, but yet it looks very good on the shelf. Really not many complaints on it. I guess other than I wish the actual profile of the scent was on there. That is something that we always praise companies for. So if we are going to give companies that high praise, we do have to mention when it is not on there as well. But again, not a huge deal, but something that we would like to see.
Yep. So Joe and I, we each got, or one of us got a big box of these goodies. So we were able to kind of test it one at a time. So I have all the products currently. So Joe, if you want to call out a scent, I will go ahead. And if you want to read the scent profile, I'll get it started out here and then kick it back to you.
Yeah, one of the things that I love on their website is when you choose whether it's going to be an oil or a balm, they actually have a section that is their scent list. So they do at least make it easy if you need to refer back to your phone. And I'm going to just go ahead and start right from the top, and that is going to be Sandalwood Bourbon.
Yeah. So this is the Sandalwood Bourbon here. So what descriptions does it give, Joe?
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. And this is another reason why having the actual profile on the label is so important, because you would think sandalwood bourbon would just be a sandalwood and bourbon scent, but it actually is a little bit more than that. And that is going to consist of warm notes of vanilla, caramel, sweet tobacco, aged oak, maple, and a slight hint of leather. So
Yep.
when you read the description, there is like much more than sandalwood bourbon. Like
Mhm.
it's a little I mean, it's a little misleading a little bit. What I liked about this scent, it was the sweetness to it. I am a pretty big fan of sweet type scents. I think everything did blend together really well. You do get that caramel quite a bit. The tobacco is nice, it's earthy, and it really goes good with it. And then that maple, just the maple sticks out a lot too. When you have
Yeah.
maple and caramel, you're really in for like a sweet explosion type
Yeah.
scent.
Yeah, no, I can completely agree. When you read sandalwood bourbon, you're like, okay, it's probably good, but probably on the boring side. This is not boring at all. I like that it's on the website because people are going to buy from the website, obviously. But I agree. It's got sweet notes in there, those tobacco-y scents, all that good stuff. So I was pleasantly surprised with this.
Mhm. Yeah. And I will say for the majority of these scents, you were looking at anywhere from 6 to 8 hours, I would say.
Yep.
Some were definitely stronger than others. I may have hit like only 5 on a couple scents, but I would say majority, the average was about 6 hours on that. So the next scent is going to be lemon vanilla. And
Yes.
this is going to be it's their blend of lemon with a dash of warm vanilla and the most refreshing beard scent. So this, I believe, when I was talking to them, we really don't ever give out spoilers to company owners before we drop the video. We want them to experience review such as you guys, but sometimes when the scent does really need to be talked about, I did mention to them that this was one that stood out, and actually, I think this was like their very first scent that they did. That was like their response. This one is great. It's very sweet. It has a nice that lemon citrus explosion to it. It's very similar to like almost like some kind of like lemon cookie, lemon bun cake type scent. So it does kind of resemble like a food dessert. So maybe not an everyday wear, but a very good like citrus food type scent.
Yeah. No, I agree. I absolutely love the scent. I'm a big lemon fan. I agree. You probably can't wear it every single day, or at least I can't because it's really sweet. But I will say the citrus really calms down the sweet vanilla. And then at the same time, the vanilla takes away that sourness from the lemon, which I really appreciate. But I love this one. This one was arguably my favorite. It's just real great, pleasant, comfortable scent.
Awesome. All right. And the next one is going to be orange cedarwood. And this one is exactly that. You get a nice orange. It's described as sparkling notes of juicy, citrusy orange burst through the base notes of cedarwood. So you got that, a little bit of woodsiness with the cedarwood, and then you just got a nice little orange splash to it. That I really liked it. I think it's a simple profile, but yet there's a little bit of uniqueness to it. I really think the cedarwood and orange work way better together than they really should, and it creates something that is a little bit different. I like the citrus woodiness to it.
Yeah. So for me, it was good. I wasn't crazy about it. I certainly did not like it. It was nice. It was pleasant. Nothing special. When I'm wearing all these different ones, a lot of them really stood out to me. This one was just okay. It didn't really stand out, but it's exactly what it described. It's a orange cedar wood, which I enjoyed. Nothing was overpowering, which is nice.
Awesome. Yep. All right. Sweet tobacco is the next scent. And that is described as an ultimate masculine mix of unburned pipe tobacco with notes of leather, whiskey, warm vanilla, cinnamon, and caramel. for a smoky yet smooth, nostalgic vibe. Very intriguing and a must-have is how it's described on there. I would say if you are a tobacco fan, especially on the sweeter side, I think they did do a good job of hitting all aspects of that. I will say when you for us, and I know it's going to be different for you guys, when you're going down the line of like testing these products, I will say that they really like to stick with the sweetness a lot on these scents. So I will say, kind of wearing these like the way we warm was like, it was a little too much on the sweet side. But overall, I mean, I think it was blended well. I'm always 50-50 on like tobacco type scents. But the sweetness, was nice. It does have that definitely pipe type tobacco feel to it, for sure. So yeah, not bad. I wasn't like blown away by it, but I think it was, pretty well done.
Yeah. So this one actually stood out to me. I really enjoyed this one. I am not a tobacco fan generally. I thought they did a really nice job. I think this is my first like sweet tobacco scent that I know of, and I really enjoyed it. This one actually, like I said, stood out to me. I like those underlying notes. I think you said like cinnamon, vanilla, leather. That really makes sense because to me, tobacco is just flat out overpowering. Like it's too much. I'm smelling it all day, but this one was more calmed down and the sweet was more refreshing to me. So I really appreciated this. Love what they did with tobacco.
Yeah. All right. The next one, and this one is one of my favorites on here, is the Amber Oak. And that is a medley of black cherry, vanilla, oak, moss, and sandalwood. This scent, I mean, it is a deep, it is very warm, and this is probably their most powerful scent, I would say. Mm-hmm. This was a scent that probably actually hit about 10 hours to really round up that average scent duration. I loved every minute that it was in my beard. It is that I'm a big fan of oak, and I really love the unique aspect to it. It has a cologne type vibe to it, but it definitely is on that outdoor side.
Right. Yeah, I would say I enjoyed it. I would say if you are an outdoorsy fan, you'll definitely like it. I'm just okay on outdoorsy scents, but I definitely did enjoy it. Wasn't my favorite, probably wasn't in the top 2 or 3 for me, but it definitely was nice. Again, you got to be an outdoorsy fan to like it.
Yeah. All right, the next one is sandalwood patchouli. It is described as a down-to-earth blend with notes of sandalwood, warm vanilla, orange bursts, spicy floral notes with a refreshing sweet patchouli base. This simply just wasn't a profile for me. I have really started to grow out of like patchouli inspired scents. I just wasn't one of those scents that really wowed me or did much, unfortunately for me. Again, if you are a patchouli fan and you're into that kind of like floral type stuff, this may be something you want to look at. It's really not going to be out of these scents. It's probably would be the last one that I would recommend to anybody. But it definitely has, it does fit the mold for those people that like the floral scents.
Right. So like the sweet tobacco, excuse me, I was pleasantly surprised. I'm not a patchouli fan either. I could really take it or leave it, but I think it's the floral in this that makes it enjoyable for me. Because that's what I pick up. I'm just picking up a little bit of the patchouli. It's certainly not a go-to for me, but when I read the profile, I just said, oh, not for me. But I liked it more than I thought it would. It's more sweet, more soft than I thought it would, which I really appreciated. I thought it was well done.
Yeah. All right, the next one is another scent that I'm excited for us to talk about, and this is a barbershop. You guys, we are 2 guys that are huge fans of barbershop type scents. And with this one, they really kept it, I will say, a basic, typical barbershop, which I don't have a problem with. It is a powdery bay rum, warm amber, white musk, sandalwood, and an earthy patchouli. So I know I just got done saying I'm not a fan of patchouli. I didn't really get it that much in this at all. With it, I really think that powdery bay rum stands out. Really, it is just that traditional barbershop that you look forward to. It has like that talcum powder vibe to it, even though it's not described of having there. And the white musk is something that is really good, and it helps it kind of linger throughout the day. One of those scents where, disappears for a little bit, and then out of nowhere you kind of just let it hits your nostrils again to let you know that it's still rocking out good in your beard. So I really enjoyed it. I think it was a really well done barbershop scent.
Yeah, great description. Excuse me. Yeah, this was one of my favorites by them. They did a really nice job. I'm picking up that powdery bay rum scent. The best way I can describe this is it's a typical barbershop scent that's like towing the line of like kind of a different barbershop scent, which I really appreciated because it's still that clean, crispy, powdery barbershop scent, but you can definitely pick up those other notes too, which is really cool. But again, definitely a good twist on a barbershop scent. I thought they did a great job with it.
Okay. Yeah. So you thought it was a little bit different, because I really got like the traditional side of it. So I think we're
initially you when I smell it from the bottle, I get the typical powder. When it's in beard, I can pick up more of the other things that are in it, but I still would put it in that typical realm. But I think there's, again, it's towing the line of being a more of a different barbershop scent.
Okay. All right. The next one is cedar. It's a fresh woodsy scent with hints of resin. It's like walking through a sawmill with freshly cut lumber. I would say the description is perfect for that scent. I am not typically a fan of those sawmill type scents. Usually when we get a scent like this, I always describe it as being in the lumber section of like a Home Depot or a Lowe's or anything like that. And that just doesn't do anything for me. That is something that is just a little too typical. I like something that's a little bit more complex. It's just, I can only handle that for so long in my beard. And this was actually a longer lasting scent for me. And it got a little old, a little fast. But if you are a cedar fan and you're committed to that, then yeah, this is something you may want to look at.
Yeah. I think you nailed it. I mean, I don't want to just completely repeat you. I'm generally not a cedar fan either, these type of scents. It's funny, we're just having our basement finished, and it reminded me of when they were framing the walls, cutting that fresh wood. There's a market for that. I got a buddy who loves these type of scents. For me, I wore it once. I'm like, for what they're going for, this is it. It's just not my style.
Yeah. All right. And the last one is actually a collaboration with a bearded community member by the name of Rose. I'm sure a lot of you follow him on Instagram if you are part of the bearded community. This is described as a Cuban tobacco type scent. Deep red cherry, dark amber spices, tobacco clove, and warm vanilla. Perfectly blend together for a unique masculine scent. Yeah, I thought they nailed this. I think this is a very good tobacco scent. I think out of the tobacco ones that we've covered, I probably like this one the best out of the tobacco ones in this list. I really like the fact that although it's described as a tobacco scent, there's definitely a cologne vibe to it. It is definitely one of those multi-purpose type scents you can wear for many different occasions. I think they nailed it. And I'm not just saying that to be nice because it's a collaboration. It truly was probably one of my favorites on this very long list of scents.
Yeah, no, it was really good. Rose, he's an awesome guy. But here's what this scent, what I think of when you like watch a movie, or I've never been there, but like when you think of Miami, like on the beach, you think of like the old guys playing chess and like they're rolling like the Cuban cigars type of thing. That's where this scent takes me, and that's what it should do. That's awesome. They did some really cool things with a tobacco cigar type of scent, which I really appreciated. Again, I'm typically not a tobacco guy. I wouldn't wear it every day because it's just not my style. But I thought this was really well done. If you're a tobacco fan, I would call this a must try.
Yeah. All right, you guys. So that is all of the scents. If you are still with us, we're going to dive right into our favorite part of the video, and that is how these products felt in our beards. So, Kyle, why don't you go ahead and just get us started, man, with the oils, if you want to read off the ingredients and start us off and let us know how it felt for you.
Yeah. All right. So we are looking at jojoba oil, sweet almond oil, apricot oil, castor oil, vitamin E, and fragrance. Here's what I love about this. They kept it relatively simple. It's not a huge list, but all top-notch ingredients. the oil felt great in my beard. My beard loved this. It's styled great. It lasted all day. I have a big, thick beard. This thing can suck in some oil. But this oil really lasted all day for me. Had my skin and my beard feeling great, feeling healthy. I have no feedback as far as the feeling. I enjoyed it. To me, it was a pretty straight, medium feel. Maybe a touch on the thick side, but pretty much just straightforward medium for me.
Yeah. Very nourishing oil. It was a true medium I got out of it. And I love the way it worked into my beard. I love the way that my beard was styling with it. My skin felt like it was getting everything that it needed. No itch. I did not feel like I needed to reapply. It really does check off all the boxes when you look at what a good feeling oil should be. Definitely, I think this is the best part of this company is how these oils feel. And honestly, if that is going to be your best part when it comes to us, then you're definitely doing something right. I really can't say enough about the feeling of this oil. They kind of rock with more of the traditional type scents, but the feeling is far from traditional. It is an outstanding feeling oil. Absolutely loved it.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about the balm. So again, the balm, at least the ones that we have, the balm and the butter are 1 ounces. I didn't check to see if they make it 2 ounces. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you check the website. All right, so we have shea butter, beeswax, conditioner, sweet almond oil, castor oil, and fragrance. Again, they're keeping it simple. These are ingredients that we've absolutely heard of. Here's what I love about this. You've heard me say it before. A butter should be a butter. A balm should be a balm. This holds your beard down. That's what a balm should do. I really appreciate that. It is absolutely a firmer hold balm. I know it's the color, it's kind of hard to see, but like there's just like chunks missing because it's not like a butter where you just swipe your finger through and it comes out nice and easy. I used a pick to get this out. You didn't have to, you could use your nail, but it was just easier to use a pick. But didn't weigh my beard down, didn't need a lot at all, probably like a pea size or a half pea size. I put it on the top, my problem areas on the bottom where I curl. It was great. It was holding my beard down all day. Out of coincidence, when we were testing this, it was like the humidest days in Cleveland this summer by far. I was not frizzing and curling because of this balm, which call that doing its job.
Yeah. No, I think as far as what Kyle described, I pretty much had the same experience. I will say though, when you see that there's conditioner in there, they do describe it on their website as a nourishing balm or a conditioning balm as well. So they definitely did want to make sure that they hit the mark on the nourishing side of it as well, which is something that's always nice. Sometimes you have balms that are, on the softer side and they focus maybe a little bit too much on the nourishment, which sometimes makes it more lean towards a butter that's still labeled as a balm. I think they found a really good balance, though, I would say, with it. I definitely felt that extra nourishment with it. Definitely nice to wear with, again, how good that oil felt. A balm that I would say fits more my realm of balms. So yeah, very well done on that.
Absolutely. All right, guys, same thing. So here is the beard butter in a 1 ounce tin. All right, so ingredients. We have shea butter, conditioner, sweet almond oil, castor oil, and fragrance. Again, we're not reinventing the wheel here. We're keeping it simple. So this was, in my opinion, a high quality butter. It absolutely did its job. The only feedback I would have on this is it's firmer. I actually had to use my thumbnail to get it out. Most butters I can usually just get out with like a swipe from the pad of your finger. Not a bad thing. It felt good in my beard. It was nice and soft, but sometimes at night, I don't want to work it down in my hand. I really like a nice soft butter. This just wasn't it. I'm not going to say it didn't make my beard nice and soft, but it did. But I almost had to work it in my hands a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just something that's a little more out of the ordinary. Some guys might consider this more of a daytime butter. Now, that opinion is probably subjective. So, Joe, I'm curious to hear what you had to say about it.
Yeah, I would say with the nourishing route that they went with the balms, I would have liked them to try to separate the two a little bit more. Okay. It is kind of one of those things where it's where it's like, if do I really need to have both? And I think if a company really wants to try to sell all their products, I think you want to separate them. And I can't remember, if you had mentioned that you thought that there was quite a difference between the two of them. I actually thought that they were quite similar. And I would like to maybe see the butter adjust a little bit to make it stand a little bit different than what the balm really is. If they want to leave the balm as, nourishing and a good holding balm, I think they can leave it. But I think you should probably make some little adjustments to the butter to kind of separate it. Because me personally, if I have the oil and the balm, I don't really think I need the butter. So that is what I would do to maybe separate it a little bit.
Gotcha. Yeah. I felt like I could definitely tell them apart, but your point is absolutely valid. Mm-hmm. It's a firmer balm. It's a firmer butter. So maybe having it more, leaving the balm the way it is, maybe more of a softer butter helps separate them a little bit. Yeah. Again, these are our opinions. They're subjective, but I was curious to see if you noticed that as well, which obviously you did. So, but overall, to kind of wrap it up, guys, I thought Beard Brothers was great. I absolutely loved wearing these products. These are definitely something that I'm going to keep on the shelf. I'm not going to be giving them all away or anything like that. Keep them in the rotation. Enjoyed it all, but the oil for me was the star of the show with that feel, and Beard was really terrific.
Yeah. Beard Brothers, honestly, there are some maybe inconsistencies that we pointed out, some sense that we were just on, some of the feel and stuff when, with the butter and with the balm kind of just on. But overall, I still think it's definitely a company that I would highly recommend, especially if you're looking for a good, feeling oil. I'm always curious on when we do provide our opinions on it, on if companies will do anything with that kind of feedback. By no means do they have to do anything. They may look at this and completely disagree, and by all means, that's completely fine. Not everyone will agree with that, but I will say they have been awesome guys to talk to. I look forward to seeing what else they have to bring to the table. And again, Beer Talk 15 for a special discount will save you 15% if you think some of these items will or catch your interest. And that is, again, not an affiliate code, but a special discount code for the video.
Right. And with these prices, a 15% discount code is very generous because these are some of the lowest priced products we've reviewed, which is cool to see. So again, like Joe said, the discount code will be below in the description. We'll throw the link to Beard Brothers in there as well, so you guys can go ahead and check it out for yourselves. But that is all the time that we have for you today. As always, keep it growing.
And we'll talk to you at the next one. Cousins out.